folks, in addition to people checking in from all around the world, I'm seeing a lot of positive comments in the chat right now. A lot of people saying hello to one another, a lot of people being supportive of one another. And to that I say simply this: keep it up. Not every corner of the internet has to be a huge fight. We can have nice places where we all hang out and are supportive of one another. And my hope is that this can be one of those places. I like to think we have fun once a day. We hang out with one another. You win some SB. You answer some trivia questions. Some of them, sometimes you know all of them. Sometimes you learn something. We do our best to have a good time. And you're the ones who make that happen. So many people out there just coming in to say hello. Even the act of just coming in and saying hi to everybody. That is a nice thing to do. And you're nice people. I believe in every single one of you. That you're nice, that you're kind, and that you're good. And that we're going to have a good time. I'm pretty confident in that too. This is going to be a fun game. I see people already, they're telling jokes in the comments, which is what I like. Somebody said a bar walked into a bar and said, "Why the long face?" I think that's the joke of the horse walks into the bar. Bartender says, "Why the long face?" There's also a story about a piece of string walks into the bar, says, "Let me have a beer." Bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve pieces of strings here." Piece of string goes out into the alley, gets all jumbled up, rolls around in some broken glass, and comes back in, says, "I'll have a beer, please." Bartender says, "Aren't you that piece of string that was just in here?" String says, "I'm afraid not." Hey-o, everybody. That's a good one. That's a good one. You went on the journey with me. You went on the journey with me. You had a good time. You had a good time. Just admit it. Because it's National Tell-A-Joke Day. I just flew in from Colorado, and boy, are my arms killing me. Welcome to a special comedy edition of Swagbucks Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. You've seen them in previous games and part of them in your Swagbucks account. Please welcome to the stage right now your grand prize. Come on up here, your grand prize. That's $1,000. And when you correctly answer all 10 of our multiple choice trivia questions all about comedy, you will win your share of it. In this game, you will also earn 1 bonus SB for every question you get right after question number 1. And that's no joke, even if you've already been eliminated. In that case, if you've been eliminated from grand prize contention, but you continue to earn bonus SB, which of course you would because you're smart, you have to stick around until the end of the game to claim them in order to keep them. That's as simple as pressing a button, then presto, they're in your account. But don't leave early is what I'm saying. Those of you who are winners today, who take the whole darn thing, you will get the bonus SB you earn throughout the game rolled into your share of that $1,000 grand prize. Quick reminder to my friends who are playing this on Android, if you have not yet updated Swagbucks Live, as soon as this game is over, please go update it. Update to the latest version. It is in your best interest. You are missing out on earning opportunities if you do not update your app, my Android using friends. iOS, you're okay. Now, once per game, you can rejoin after you get a question wrong for the first time, as long as it is before question number 10, our final question. You can do that using a free rejoin. I'll tell you how to get those later in the game, or you can spend SB to do it. It costs about 1 SB to rejoin, which with the bonus SB that you're going to earn throughout the game might be worth it. If you decide you just want to play for bonus SB after you get one wrong, that's okay too, but stick around no matter what. Now, the comments are slipping on a banana peel and falling out of frame, and we're going to kick things off right now with your warm-up. Here is question number 1. Who's there is part of the setup for what kind of joke? Is it yo mama? Have you ever noticed? Or knock knock? Who's there is part of the setup for what kind of joke? Somebody called this in the comments earlier. I saw it. These are all dumb pun jokes, but that's the fun of them. Every time you hear someone say, knock, knock, you don't know what silliness awaits you on the other side of that door. Knock, knock is the answer. 97% of you getting that one right. Now, I do know somebody who, if I say knock, knock, they'll go, yeah. So, not always on board. Sometimes we have to do a second try, but that's part of the charm. It's part of the charm. It's like a second level joke right there. 97% of you getting that one right. As I said, well done. The rest of you who were eliminated on that have already rejoined. We have over 28,500 of you in grand prize contention, almost 30,000 of you playing concurrently, as we say in the biz. And we're about ready to move on to question number 2. From here on out, great news. Every question you get right will earn you 1 bonus SB. So let's see how you do with this one. All you have to do is get it right to earn that bonus SB. Here's question number 2. Eddie Murphy rose to fame as a cast member of what show? Is it SCTV, SNL, or Fridays? Eddie Murphy became a star because of this show. He debuted on the show in 1980 at the tender age of 19 and would soon become one of the biggest stars in the entire history of Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live, of course, 96% of you getting that one right. 3% going with Fridays. Do you remember Fridays? That was the competing show that had a young Michael Richards in the cast, and maybe the most famous thing that ever happened on that show was Andy Kaufman throwing water in someone's face and then walking off the set, and everybody wondering, is this real? Is this a bit? Depends on who you ask. That's the magic of Andy Kaufman. But I'll tell you what else is magical. 96% of you getting that one right. And of the people who got eliminated, of that, 4% of you got eliminated. Almost all of you coming right back in. What are your favorite Eddie Murphy bits on SNL? There's so many good ones. And he hosted 2 years ago the Christmas episode. It was so good. Go back and watch it if you haven't seen it yet. It is just masterful. He has not missed a beat when it comes to SNL. Let's move on to question number 3 right now. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. What comedian hosts Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee? Is it Chris Rock, Jerry Seinfeld, or David Letterman? This started as a web series, and then it went to Netflix. Each episode, he picks out the perfect fancy or weird car for his guest, who putters around with him talking about comedy, life, and more over food, and you guessed it, cups of coffee. Jerry Seinfeld is the answer. Jerry Seinfeld, comedian in Cars Getting Coffee. Both Chris Rock and David Letterman have been guests. 80% of you getting that one right. 11% going with David Letterman, who does have a show on Netflix. It's called My Next Guest, and it is a mix of some comedy people, but then also political figures. Also a very good show, but not Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. And by the way, the Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee is really, really fun to watch. It's very interesting to hear different comedians and their approach to the craft of comedy. And I love seeing your approach to the craft of trivia. See what I did there? Of the 20% of you who were eliminated, over 80% of you coming right back in. Still almost 26,000 people in grand prize contention as we move on to question number 4, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. What silent comedian starred in movies like Gold Rush, The Kid, and Modern Times? So Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, or Harold Lloyd? Silent comedian. Whose movies are those? Not only was he a brilliant physical comedian, but he was also a transformative director, writer, and producer. Truly, Charlie Chaplin could do it all. Charlie Chaplin, of course, is the answer. 89% of you getting that one right. Now, all 3 of those featured the Tramp. Modern Times was the last appearance of that Tramp character. All of these are brilliant movies. He even won an award. He won an Oscar in 1929 for The Circus. 27, 29. Anyway, he was so good that they gave him an honorary Oscar because he was going to win everything anyway, and they wanted other people to win. When the studio systems controlled everything, they wanted to keep Charlie Chaplin down, but you can't. All right, we have had over half of the people eliminated come back in. Still almost 25,000 of you in grand prize contention as we move on to question number 5 in this comedy game. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What was Joan Rivers' catchphrase? Was it, "I don't get no respect, take my wife, please," or "Can we talk"? What was Joan Rivers' catchphrase? According to Rivers, it was Rodney Dangerfield who came up with the catchphrase one night while they were backstage and then told her, "Hey, you use it." That's why she always said, "Can we talk? Can we talk?" That's what she would say. 91% of you getting that one right. Now, it's funny that Rodney Dangerfield came up with that line and gave it to her. Never really said it himself. But then 7% of you got this one wrong, said, "I don't get no respect," which is, of course, Rodney Dangerfield's famous catchphrase. And "Take my wife, please" was Henny Youngman, the great Henny Youngman. All legends of comedy, all 3 of them. I saw Joan Rivers once in a lobby, and it was so cool just to see her, like, oh, one of the biggest stars in the world, passing me by, comedy legend, incredible. We are halfway done with this game, believe it or not, and this next one is worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Let's see how you do with question number 6. Whose mother famously owned LA's The Comedy Store? Is it Pauly Shore, Jason Sudeikis, or Sarah Silverman? One of these comedians, their mom owned The Comedy Store. She was a king and queen maker for years after starting the first ever comedy-only club in LA. Mitzi Shore also gave birth to one of the more popular comedians of the 90s. Pauly Shore, of course. Mitzi Shore, the mother of Pauly Shore. 84% of you were sure of yourselves. You got that one right. Sarah Silverman, not related to Mitzi Shore. Jason Sudeikis is the nephew of George Wendt, a fellow Second City alum. I saw Jason Sudeikis in Las Vegas when the Second City was there, and he was just doing touring company stuff long before SNL. Bizarre to have seen him there. Also in that cast, Kay Cannon, the creator of the Pitch Perfect movies. The two of them were married at the time. But of course, Pauly Shore is the answer. Of the 16% of you got it wrong, about half of you coming back in. Still almost 21,000 people in grand prize contention. The rest of you stick around, keep earning bonus SB. You will have to claim them if you're not still in it for a piece of the grand prize. Let's move on to question number 7. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Which of these newspapers is a satire of newspapers? Is it the Baltimore Sun, the Onion, or the Charleston Daily Mail? One of these is a piece of satire. It satirizes other newspapers. The articles are so well written that many a time people have mistaken them for legitimate reporting, but make no mistake, just to clear it up now, that if you see it in The Onion, you know they're just having a little fun. The Onion is the answer. Also born in Chicago, much like the Second City, 96% of you getting that one right. Well done. It was physically printed. I think you can still get paper copies of it in some cities, but now it's digital. It's even better. You can read them all the time. Just, they're so good. And all the click hole is good. There's sports report. It's so good. Just, if you haven't read The Onion, read it now. And if you thought it was real before, now look at it with the eye of they're just having fun. Let's move on to question number 8, worth 1 bonus SB. If you get it right, only 3 questions remaining. In what comedy movie do Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey go on a road trip to Aspen, Colorado? Is it Me, Myself, and Irene, Liar, Liar, or Dumb and Dumber? What movie has that plot? When Lloyd Christmas gives Mary a ride to the airport, he falls in love, which leads him on a wild ride with his best friend Harry in Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber is the answer. 97% of you getting that one right. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? It's that 3% of you got it wrong. You thought I was going to do the noise, but I wouldn't do that into your ears. That's too much screaming. It bothers me that you aren't going to be able to continue if you don't rejoin, but I also want you to earn bonus SB and have all the best in life. We have over 19,600 people in grand prize contention. It is time to move on to our second to last question, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here's question number 9. What comedian hosted The Tonight Show for less than a year before being removed? Is it Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno, or Jimmy Fallon? Hosted for less than a year and then gone. Everything went crazy in 2009 when Jay Leno left The Tonight Show to host a new show at 10 p.m. that tanked, which led to his replacement, Conan O'Brien, being forced out in 2010. Conan O'Brien is the answer. 6,186 of you have made it this far. You are ready for a final question. I'm going to guess the people who got that wrong are about to rejoin. I see that happening in large numbers, and you'll have plenty of time to do it, so don't worry, because I'm going to tell you right now that if you had fun playing this game, I want you to tell your friends about it. Post to social media with the hashtag SBLive and include your share link, which you can find after the game by clicking the invite or get more rejoins button in the main menu of this app. So if people sign up with it, you will get a free rejoin. Also, this is going to be delicious, folks. Get ready. Enjoy White Castle from the comfort of your home and earn yourself some SB. Their tender chicken sliders are packed with flavor that will take you to your happy slider place. Made with 100% white meat and topped with their signature bun to satisfy even the biggest crave. Add White Castle chicken breast sliders to your list in Magic Receipts. Then buy 1 box of White Castle chicken breast sliders at a participating retailer and earn 150 SB when you upload your receipt as proof of purchase. But if you buy 2, you will earn 600 SB. And the more the merrier when it comes to White Castle chicken breast sliders, believe you me. You have to be a U.S. player to take advantage of this opportunity, but please check it out after the game. Why don't you? We have, after our rejoins, 16,700 plus people in grand prize contention. Another 28,700 of you in total, so about 12,000 more people than that still hanging around earning bonus SB. And I got one more bonus SB for you to earn. All you have to do is correctly answer the final question of this comedy game. And that's no joke. Saying it again. Here's question number 10. What Seth Rogen movie features the character McLovin? Is it This Is the End, Superbad, or The 40-Year-Old Virgin? Which Seth Rogen movie has the character McLovin in it? Fogel is just an awkward teen who's transformed when he gets the worst fake ID in history. In Seth Rogen's first hit as a screenwriter, Superbad. Superbad is the answer. 15,471 of you knew that answer, and you are splitting our grand prize. Well done to each and every one of you. You're all taking home 7 SB and grand prize money, plus the bonuses you earned along the way. Lisa Good Eats, I hope you are snacking on that grand prize in the winner's circle. Squirtle Squad, Squirtle! Yes, I don't remember if that was the voice or not. Probably not, but congratulations. And Gary Brain 407, you are a brain. You're a winner today as well. Congratulations, in fact, to all of our winners. Congratulations to those of you who earned bonus SB throughout the game and stuck around and claimed them at the end, because you are winners too. Because you have more SB in your account than you had when you started the game. And now that you have these new SB in your account, don't forget that you can redeem those SB for PayPal Cash or gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Target, or hundreds of other places. Thank you for playing along with us today, everyone. Why don't you come back tomorrow for our Tuesday game? It's going to be a fun one. This has been Swagbucks Live, and I hope you have a great evening.